Hello everyone, welcome to week 3 of our April videos. This week's videos theme is be creative. As a homeschooling mom, there is so much that I need to cram into my day. I really do my best to also teach my kids that being busy is not good. I don't know if you've ever heard of the acronym for busy, but I heard it years ago in a sermon and it's really stuck with me. Being under Satan's yoke. Busy. It's such a delicate balance to get everything accomplished and not feel busy and overwhelmed. It can be done. It's not easy. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen all the time. You're going to have, just like everything else, you're going to have your great days, you're going to have your good days, you're going to have your not so good days. One kind of cheat that I have found as a homeschooling mom is to make things do double. I call it double duty. It has to work double for me. So sometimes I will incorporate exercise into my lesson with my kids while we're homeschooling. So doing math facts, like we practice skip counting, we sing different math songs while we're doing that. We're also exercising. We call it mathercising. So maybe we're doing jumping jacks. Maybe we're jumping down a line. Maybe we're crawling. Maybe we're doing different stretches or yoga poses. Something that is incorporating movement with our memory work that we're working on for the day. That is a very easy switch to make. Very easy to just slip that in. You're already doing the math. You can easily add the movement in also. Something that happened very organically this week was my oldest wanted to help with schooling my youngest, and my middle, really my youngest is pretend pre-K because she's about to be 3, but she likes to do whatever her sisters do. So we do school with all of them. And my oldest was able to help the youngest she was like writing a letter or something, working on her letters and doing a memory game and those kind of things. So as your kids get older and progress through different levels, you may be able to have your older one teach your younger one, or at least work with them. And that helps the older one learn too, because you cannot teach something well if you don't really understand it yourself. So it's a great way to pair them up. It helps you as the homeschooling parent because that's taken care of. Obviously, you're going to want to go and check and make sure that they're staying on track and that things are happening, and the older child is not solely responsible for the younger's education. But if you can have them read a book or work on a little activity together, it's a win-win because they're helping all of them and they're working on their relationship which I think is so sweet. So that's another tip for you, another little cheat. And then we also like to play classical music in the background during lessons. It helps just expose them to different types of music. It helps them focus. And then we are working on the Suzuki method of music, which is all about training your ear to hear the correct note. So it's not so much a focus on learning how to read music right now. We're just exposing our ears and programming our muscle memory in our what the correct notes and tunes should be. So listening to classical music, listening to Suzuki lessons is a great way, and that can just be playing in the background while you're doing your lessons. Super easy way to slip some music in there as well. And I just love filling the house with music. I just think it makes everything better. So another one, if you're baking or cooking something, you can always have the kids help. It shows them an example of math in real life. It helps to accomplish a task that you already had to do, something necessary for the family. So they're contributing. It's like a team effort. You're building relationships with your kids that maybe if you have more than one kid, they're building relationships with each other. You're making memories and you're doing all of this. And it's like a win-win-win all the way around. So I love it when we can have things that are educational and fun and purposeful all in one, and that way we can get more things accomplished, more things done. Other ones, just kind of like little house things. Sometimes I will get them started on something, and while they're like writing their name on their paper, or if they have a part for independent work, I will run and swap out a load of laundry, right? Switch it from the washer to the dryer, or hang up the clothes that need to air dry, something that I can do pretty quick and can be pulled away if necessary if somebody has a question. Or maybe they need like a brain break and you put on some music for them to wiggle to and you go load the dishwasher, unload the dishwasher. There's lots of ways that you could sneak in little pockets of time to get housework done so you're not doing it all at the end of the night. That is one thing that I absolutely hate, waiting and cleaning up everything at the end of the night, doing laundry at the end of the night. Yes, it happens, but it's not ideal. So some of these things can be planned in advance, like the mathercise, the exercising while you're doing your math work, or pairing up an older child with a younger child. And then some of them just happen. Sometimes there's just moments where they lend themselves to do double duty, and that's always a blessing too. So hopefully you got some ideas. Maybe you got your gears turning of how you can double up some of your tasks and get more bang for your buck, because every moment is precious. And I hope that gave you some value today.